Imagine a world without protection. The sky we know as blue, slowly fading. The atmosphere thinning, drifting away into space. Sunlight turning into a piercing blade with no mercy. And life collapsing one by one. It sounds like a scene from science fiction.
But this is the reality that could happen if Earth had no magnetic field.
First, let's understand. What exactly is Earth's magnetic field? It is an invisible force, a giant shield surrounding our planet. Its source lies deep beneath our feet, 2,000, even over 3,000 kilometers down. There lies Earth's outer core, a molten ocean of liquid metal, mostly iron and nickel. This liquid metal is not still. It spins, it flows, it churns, driven by Earth's internal heat and the planet's own rotation. These swirling currents generate immense electric charges, and from those currents, the magnetic field of Earth is born. This phenomenon is called the geodynamo, a natural engine working endlessly, a machine that has protected Earth for billions of years. Earth's magnetic field turns our planet into a giant magnet, with a North Pole and a South Pole. Yes, that's why our compasses point in those directions. But more importantly, the field stretches far beyond Earth, into space. It forms a protective bubble we call the magnetosphere. The magnetosphere is Earth's true shield. It blocks storms of particles from the sun, high-energy particles known as the solar wind. Imagine billions of charged particles slamming into Earth at hundreds of kilometers per second. Without the magnetosphere, those particles would erode the atmosphere, slowly stripping it away into space. We can learn from our neighbors in the solar system. Take Mars. Long ago, the red planet had a thick atmosphere. Rivers, lakes, perhaps even oceans. But Mars lost its global magnetic field about 4 billion years ago. Since then, its atmosphere was stripped away by the solar wind. Water vanished, and what remains is a barren, cold, lifeless world. Imagine the same fate striking Earth. This is the terrifying scenario if our magnetic field disappeared. First, the atmosphere would be the primary victim. The protective layer that lets us breathe slowly eroded. Oxygen and nitrogen gases pushed away into space. Second, cosmic radiation and solar particles would strike Earth's surface directly. Without the shield, ultraviolet and X-rays would penetrate deeper. The result? Life on Earth's surface would be in grave danger. Third, modern technology would collapse. Communication satellites, GPS, power grids, all would be vulnerable to solar storms. Without the magnetosphere, nothing could deflect those storms. One massive solar event could cripple our global networks entirely. Humans would face an increasingly hostile world. Radiation levels would soar, raising cancer risks. Electronic systems vital for transportation, communication, even healthcare could fail. Animals that rely on magnetic navigation, migrating birds, sea turtles, certain fish, would lose their sense of direction. Ecosystems would unravel, and over time, as the atmosphere keeps thinning, the climate would change drastically. Oceans could evaporate, land would dry out. Slowly, Earth would begin to resemble Mars, a dead planet.
Now, the big question: can Earth's magnetic field truly vanish? The answer is not entirely, but it can weaken and even flip. Geological records show every few 100,000 years, Earth's poles reverse. North becomes south, and south becomes north. This process is called geomagnetic reversal. During reversal, the magnetic field weakens for a time, leaving Earth more exposed to radiation. But life has always survived. Meaning, while dangerous, this phenomenon is a natural cycle of our planet.
Scientists continue to study Earth's magnetic field. Satellites like SWARM from the European Space Agency map its strength and direction in detail. The findings? The field is constantly changing. There are weak zones, like the South Atlantic anomaly, a region over South America and the Atlantic Ocean. This shows the magnetic field is not static. It is alive, dynamic, always shifting, just like Earth's beating heart beneath us. So, what can we conclude? Without the magnetic field, Earth would not be a safe home. The atmosphere could vanish. Life could perish. Technology could collapse. The magnetic field is an invisible shield. We rarely think about it. We cannot see it. We cannot touch it. But every second, it protects us from solar storms, from cosmic radiation, from the merciless threats of outer space. Earth is not just a habitable planet. It is a home, equipped with extraordinary defenses, and the magnetic field is one of its greatest gifts. So, next time you look at a compass, remember this. That tiny needle is more than a pointer. It is living proof that Earth itself is a magnet. And as long as this magnetic field endures, so does our chance to survive.